Hello and welcome, everyone. I am truly grateful to be here again. I'm grateful that you are joining me, whatever you are joining me from, wherever you are joining me from, if it's from Europe, from Africa, from the Americas, whatever you are joining me, I am really grateful. And it is a joy to share this moment with you. I am grateful that you choose to spend time with me. And today's session, it's about a conversation that is it will invite you to understand more about great potential that is within you. And this conversation is about really to sharing about something that really is shaping every single one of our lives, whether we are aware of it or not. This you are going to find out when you stay around until the end, if it resonates with you. So, and before we start, I really want to ask you something. Yes, and then you just have to reflect about it. Have you ever reached the goal that you really, really worked hard to achieve it, you know, and then you realize that it was not the goal that really changed your life. Yes, it was not really the goal that changed your life. It was something more greater. And we are here to reveal it when you're still not aware. Yes, because you see, when we have certain goals, it doesn't matter if it's getting a new job or starting a business, improving your health, yes, healing a relationship, or simply becoming more confident. There's so many improvement in our lives. I don't know where you are in this moment, yes. But at first, when we have a goal and we set a goal, yes, we believe the achievement will change everything. When we achieve the goal, then our life change. This is where most of us are in that perspective. Okay, it's a perspective. But if we are really true to ourselves, when we look back, we often discover something much more deeper than the achievement. Yes, it was not only the result that really mattered in the process. It was the person that we become while creating that result. Yes. And I believe this is where many people miss the deeper purpose of personal growth. We spend so much time asking, how do I achieve more? How do I become more successful? How do I create the life I want? And you see, these are really beautiful questions, are very important questions, yes, when we are in this process. But today, I rather like to invite you in asking a different question. And this question, in my opinion, in my experience, it really changed everything. And the question is, who am I becoming while creating the life I desire? Yes. And I just want you to take a moment with this question. Yes? Because life is not only asking us to produce results, life is constantly inviting us to involve. And this is why I choose this topic. Yes? From habit to vision. The evolution of identity through conscious creation. Yeah? So for me, conscious creation is not about controlling life. It's not about controlling others. It's not about forcing outcomes. It's not about pretending to be positive all the time. Conscious creation begins much more earlier. It begins the moment we become aware that we have been given something extraordinary. Yes. And this is the ability to observe ourselves, to reflect, to question, to choose. You see? To imagine possibilities that do not yet exist. And this is what makes us human. Our consciousness is a gift. Our consciousness is a gift. A gift that allows us not only to react to life, but to participate in creating it. And I just want to think that you think about it. Yes, that you think about it. For example, a tree. Yes, a tree grows according to its nature. Yes. For example, an animal follows its instinct. But as a human being, we can pause. We can reflect. We can think. We can decide whether we continue repeating yesterday or we begin creating a greater tomorrow. You see, in that pause, in that awareness, that is where conscious creation begins. Don't begin outside of us. It begins within us. And before we talk about habits, identity, vision, I believe we first need to understand, indeed, this incredible gift that was given to us. Yes? Because everything, and this you should understand, everything we create in our lives begins with the level of consciousness from which we created. Yes? And so if consciousness is the ability to become aware, to reflect, and to choose, then the next question becomes, what are we choosing to create? What are we choosing to create? Because every creation begins with a vision. And when we hear the word vision, many people immediately think about goals. Yes? A business goal, a financial goal, a health goal, a personal goal. And of course, I tell you, goals are important, very important indeed. They are direction. Yes. They are important to have that goals. But today I want to invite you to see first vision, and which is what carries purpose, meaning, and fulfillment in life. To see from a deeper perspective. Goal is a direction, but vision is life. Yes, vision is life. A vision is not only something you want to achieve, you see. A vision is an invitation to expand. It is life showing you, everyone here present, yes, a possibility that requires you to grow in order to hold it. Yes. Let me give you a simple example. So imagine someone who has a vision of becoming healthier. They say, I want to take care of my body. Yes. I want more energy. I want to feel stronger. You see, that is the vision. That is a vision. But the question is not only what do I need to do to become healthier? The deeper question here is, who do I need to become in order to live this way constantly? You see the difference? Yes? So they know exactly what they need. They know they need movement. They know they need a better nutrition. They know they need rest. They know everything. The information is really not missing here. But something deeper is asking to involve, you see, their relationship with themselves. This is so important. This is what we must become aware. It's not just what I need to do, yes, but to become aware, who am I becoming in the process, so I can hold it, yes? So they need to become aware of their discipline, their priorities. They need to become aware of their identity. And this is where we begin to understand truly something very important. A vision always requires a new level of capacity. Not because, you see, you are not enough, but because every new level of life really asks for a greater expression of who we are. Yes, of who we are. And so this we really can put it and reflect it when we want to create, for example, a business. This is what happens, for example, in business, yes? The same happens in relationships. If your goal, if your vision, yes, comes from being greater, you know, to express something greater through you in relationships, yes? This process is the same in any area of your life. Because the area can be different, the goal can be different from each and every one of us, but the principle is always the same, and the essence is always the same. Yes? The order is the same. You see, maybe you have a vision for a bigger business, and the question is not only what strategy do I need? Yes. The question is, who do I need to become to lead at that level? Yes. You see, a bigger vision requires bigger capacity to hold responsibility, to make decisions, communicate clearly, and stay aligned, even when the results are still not yet visible. Yes. And this is where many people experience a gap. There is the person in this gap, there is the person that we have been, yes, and there is the person we are becoming in this gap. And between those two spaces, transformation happens, yes. Sometimes people think this gap means something is wrong. They think, why am I struggling? Yes. Why do I know what I want, but I am not fully yet there? But you see, this space is not the problem. It is the place, this is the place where growth is happening. Yes, is not a problem, this gap between the person that we are today and the person that we are becoming, in order to hold that vision. Yes. It is the place where the old identity is really being refined and the new identity is being formed. So I want to leave you with a question that will accompany us through this conversation, through this live session. Yes, who are we becoming? Yes, make this question to yourself. Who are we becoming in order to hold the vision we desire? Who are you becoming in order to hold the vision you desire? Not what do I need to achieve, but what capacity, awareness, and identity is this vision inviting me to embody? Observe the different kind of questions, yes, from where they are coming from. The questions are important in the process of growth, yes. It awakes something within you, in your consciousness, because the greatest transformation is not only creating something new in your life. Become aware of that. It is becoming someone who can naturally express and sustain what you create. Yes? And you know what I'm talking about. It's easy to follow a diet, to lose weight, yes? But to hold that weight in health. It's easy to create a business, yes? But to hold that vision, to expand that vision. You know what I hope you understand what I'm meaning, yes? You understand that? It's easy. To hold, that is the mastery, yes? And the achievement is not that what changed your life. This is not what changed your life. It's who you are becoming while achieving. Yes, I'm telling you. So if we understand that vision is an invitation to expand, yes, the next question is, how does this expansion actually happen? How does a person move from knowing something intellectually to becoming someone who naturally live it. And this is where we begin to understand the relationship between consciousness, inner state, behavior, and identity. And I'm telling you, everything begins with awareness. Yes? Because before we can change something, we really need to see it. We really need to be able to see it. Yes? Many times we try to change our outer external reality first. Yes? We try to change our habits. We try to change our actions. We try to force ourselves into a new behavior. And sometimes this works for a short period of time. But if the inner foundation has not changed, yes, when the inner foundation is really not ready, is not in that awareness, if we are not in alignment, in that order, yes, we often return to this old pattern. We return to what the system already knows. Yes? And why? Because our actions are always influenced by the state from which we are acting. Yes? So we act through a certain state of mind, state of being. Yes? So let's return to our example that I gave you in the beginning of someone that really wants to become healthier. You can put in any area of your life, because as I told you, is actually the same. The process is the same. Maybe what you want to be greater, to achieve, yes, may be a different area, but the process is the same. So I am giving now here, Father, an example of a person that really wants to become healthier. Yes. So maybe this person really creates a plan. They decide, I will exercise 3 times a week. I will wake up and I will exercise. Yes. I will eat differently. I will take better care of myself. They make that plan. Yes. And you see, these are really good decisions. Yes. There's nothing to discuss here. But now imagine 2 different inner states here. One person approached these from pressure. Yes. An inner state of pressure I'm talking about. I have to change because I don't like myself enough. Yes. I need to fix something. Yes. I need to fix myself. You see, they are approaching from this inner state. Yes. An inner state of lack, of not good enough. Okay. And the other person approaches it from responsibility and appreciation. Yes. My body is a gift. I want to take care of myself because I value my life. Look the difference. Yes. The external action may look similar when you observe. Yes, you see the same. They work out, they eat better, they go sleep earlier, they make very healthy decisions, but from the inner state, they are coming from the different perspective, from a different states of being. Yes. You see, both people may go to the gym. Both people, they can prepare healthy meals. Both people are really willing to change something in their life, in area health. Yes. But the energy behind their action, yes, is here completely different. Really completely different. And you see, one, it comes from rejection, and the other one comes from alignment. And over time, this inner state influences your behavior, or the behavior of this person. Yes, the behavior becomes easier because it is connected to meaning. Yes, and what we repeatedly practice with awareness begins to become part of who we are. This is how identity is formed. This is how you reinforce identity. Yes? It's not through one big decision, but through the small choices that we make consistently. The way we speak, the way we respond, the way we keep promises, the standards we hold, the way we treat ourselves, but also others. Yes? These repeated expressions create evidence of who you are becoming. Everything comes to light, isn't that so? It's a question of time. And this is why I often say, your identity is not only something you have. Your identity is something you continuously create. It's always expanding. Yes? Every decision is a message of who you are. Yes? Every action is a vote for the person you are becoming. Every decision that you are giving in conscious awareness, yes, from an inner foundation that is stable, because you live it each and every day from that place. Yes, each and every day you are coming from that place in awareness. Yes, so that's why even if things are not really in that constellation, that everything what you are deciding today maybe it gives you the sense is hard, but if you are really deciding from that vision, yes, then you are voting, you are reinforcing a person that is already existing within you, but you are now giving it expression through vision. And now I really want to make something very clear here on these platforms. Yes, that this does not mean that we have to become perfect in the process. Yes, we have to be perfect in the process. This I always say. Yes, it does not mean that every day we will act exactly according to our highest vision. Yes, you see, we are human beings. We are always in the process of growth, aware or unaware. The important question is not, did I do everything perfectly today? This is not the question. The deeper question is, was I conscious of who I was being today? Are you conscious of your decisions? Are you conscious of your words, the way you speak? Are you conscious of your choices? Yes? Are you conscious of the where you putting your attention? Yes? Where are you giving your attention? Yes? Because consciousness gives us really the possibility or the ability to return, to adjust, to choose again. If we have to choose again, we choose again. Yes? And this is really the beauty of conscious creation. It's not about creating from perfection. Yes? It is about creating from awareness. And the more conscious we become of our inner state, the more aligned our actions become. And the more aligned our actions become, the more naturally our identity evolves. So the journey is not, first I become someone new, and then I create a new life. This is not the journey that first I become someone new. No. The journey is really through conscious choices, through awareness, through conscious choices, I create a new way of being. And that way of being shapes the life I experience. Yes? So this is the journey. This is the journey from this perspective. Okay? So now there is something very important we need to understand about transformation. Yes? When we begin consciously creating a new direction in our lives, there is often a moment where we feel a certain tension. Isn't that so? So observe. Yes? Observe your life, observe where you're at now. And if you really want to create something new in your life, it really starts to be very much uncomfortable. Isn't that so? And this is because there is a space between who we have been. Yes, we found ourselves to be in that space between who we have been and who we are becoming. From there, from this space comes this to be in that, or to feel uncomfortable. This is a sense. Yes, this is a space where transformation is happening. Yes, and a lot of people start to misunderstand this space. They think indeed that something is wrong. They feel something is wrong. Yes, and They ask why I'm not yet there. What is happening? Why do I still have these old reactions? Why do I still struggle with habits that I already know I want to change? But they're still showing up. They're still showing up. Yes? You see, this space, when you are observing this, in this space, between when you start to really to create something new, yes, between the person you are now, the person you are becoming, yes, when it comes all this thinking, this chatting, yes, within us, yes. So this is not a failure. I told you this is a moment of recognition, of awareness. It should be like that. It should be like that, that you are aware what is happening actually is, it's not really inside, outside of you. It's really inside of you. Yes? Because you see, through growth, growth doesn't really happen by simply leaving the old identity, behind. It's not that you just wake up and that, wow, I'm new, I'm here, new life is here. It is not like that. Isn't that so? Yes? It's not that you wake up and the old identity, something that you believe, that you carry, and that belief that you are maybe not enough, or the belief you don't have all the resources, or the belief that you are not a creative being. Yes? This is an old identity, you see. It will not disappear just because you are aware of it. But you know what? You are aware now of it. And this makes a big change. You're not concerning just in changing behavior, habits, and mindset. You are going much more higher than that. Okay? So growth happens through integration. And so let's return to my example. Yes? To the example I gave you earlier. Imagine this person who has decided to live healthier. They have a new vision, you see. They understand the importance of taking care of their body. They have moments where they feel connected. You have moments where you feel connected with the life, with the vision, with the goals that you have the direction, you have the vision. You feel connected. You feel motivated. And you feel clear. So this person that wants to live healthier, they think, yes, this is who I want to be. This is who I want to be. But you know what happens? Life starts to happen. Maybe you have a stressful day, a difficult emotion. Emotions are fluctuating. A moment of tiredness. Yes. And suddenly, in that process of life happening, yes, it can happen that an old pattern appears. And so maybe they skip the workout. Maybe they return to an old comfort habit. Yes? Put this example in your life, okay? And immediately they start to judge themselves. Yes? See, I haven't changed, they say to themselves. But this is where consciousness becomes so powerful. You see, the old behavior may appear, and when it's appearing, does not mean that the new identity is not real. Yes? It means the new identity is still being integrated. The vision may already be present. Yes. Yeah, you have to observe that. The vision may already be present and you don't know. Yes, because you're not aligned, because you're not aware, because you think goals vision is about achievement. This is about what changed your life. And I'm giving you a different perspective. That this is not the goal, it's not the vision, it's who you are becoming in this journey that changed everything. You see, the vision can be already here, the vision can be present in today, okay? But the awareness maybe also be already expanded within your system. But you see, the nervous system, the habits, the daily behavior need time to align with this new level of being. Yes? It really needs time. But this don't mean that nothing is happening. Understand this, it's happening. Yes, you're still being you. Now understand, it's just the process now in the body that is happening, that is being integrated from that inner state. Understand this? Okay? Think about learning a new skill. When someone learns a new language, they may understand the words before they can speak fluently. Yes? When someone learns a new instrument, they may understand the music before their hands can naturally play the instrument. Yes? And you see, the same happens with identity. It's the same. When we see a possibility before we can fully embody it, yes? We see a possibility and then we start to embody that possibility. And this is a very important part of human growth. It's a very important part. Yes? This is when awareness becomes often, awareness shows first us that possibility, and then comes the mastery. Yes? The person you are becoming appears in moments before it becomes, in your system as a natural way of being. Yes? The person that you are becoming is already existing. Yes? And this is why patience, compassion, and commitment are so important in this process. Because conscious creation is not about rejecting who you have been. Yes? It's not you saying, I'm not this person anymore. I've never been this person. Yes? It's not you ignoring who you are and rejecting who you are. It's you becoming aware and understand who you are today. Your previous identity brought you here. Yes, it brought you here. So you see, your past experiences, your lessons, your challenges, all these contribute to your growth. You see? So you shouldn't reject or judge what was, because it had a meaning. That experience, yes, that belief, that mindset that made the person that you are today, yes, it is important for the evolution and for this new version of yourself to be birthed or to be expressed. It's important. This is a process that you cannot stop, even if you want. Yes, even if you want. It's always happening. Yes. And so your past experience are really, these are what contributed for the person that you are today and for the person that you are becoming today. It contributes for something greater out of you. It's revealing something great out of you. Yes. And so the question is not, how do I get rid of this old self, of this identity that, or this self-image, let's say, this self-image that I have about myself today. The question is really, what part of me is ready to evolve? What the part of me that is ready to evolve? This is important. Because you see, now you are aware of who you are today, and now you're putting really very much attention, focus in about who is the person that is really ready to be expressed, that is aligned with the life that I really, 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 really want. Yes? Okay. Because you see, the emerging identity, this new personality, or this personality that you are today, and now the person that is ready, the identity that is ready to be expressed, that is actually within you, is not a completely different person that you are today. Yes? It's only a higher expression of yourself. It's still you, it's still you. But it's in that consciousness that gives you the possibility to be greater, to choose, how do you express, how you take, how you transmit something out of you that is already existing. Maybe nobody sees still, only pieces of it. Yes, they recognize, oh, you today different. Oh, what's happening? Why you have so great results? Yes, people just see what they have to see. That's all. Yes, but there is something already coming out. When there's something new happening in your life, it's because you are open, ready, you're deciding to express from an inner state that has everything to do with a reality that is existing. It's existing within you. It's existing within you, and you are just giving it shape. You are giving shape. You are co-creating. Yes? So, because you are really being a higher expression of yourself. This identity is already existing. Yes, it's really a higher expression of yourself. It's a more conscious expression of yourself. It's a more aligned expression, a more expand expression. It was always you. And so sometimes this discomfort we feel during that growth, when we decide, yes, to want something great in our lives, when we want something great in our life, yes, this discomfort, when we start to move in that direction, yes, the discomfort we feel is really an experience of expansion. It's an experience of an expansion. Yes. This is where life is really asking, can you hold this new level of awareness? Yes. Okay. This is where life is really asking you, can you hold this level of awareness? Can you hold this vision? Yes. Can you act from this new possibility, even if the evidence isn't visible? Yes. So this is where trust becomes so important. Some call it faith. Yes. Trust. Another word for faith. Yes. This is where trust becomes important, because we are learning to become the person before the results fully arrive. Imagine that. Now, this is extraordinary. This is not ordinary, but the extraordinary comes from that ordinary decisions, that ordinary choices, you see, every day. And that is one of the greatest acts of conscious creation. To choose alignment before confirmation. Choose alignment before validation. To choose growth before certainty. To continue becoming, even while the old identity is really still gently releasing its hold. Because it don't disappear like that, yes? It don't disappear. You just don't, you observe and you don't give room. You don't give room. And how can you not give room? You observe and then you focus. You focus in something that is greater than it was until today. And it is here so that you can hold that vision. So that you can hold that vision. And the vision is real. It is real. Yes. It's real in your consciousness. Okay? It's not your reality still, but it's real within you. Yes. And nobody can take that from you. Nobody can take that from you. And they cannot. Not situation, people, places, nothing. Yes. You see, it's important that we continue becoming even when that old identity shows up. And thank God you observe it. Not with judgment, but you observe it. You can observe without connect. Don't connect. Just observe what is happening. Yes? Because you see, the space between who you were and who you are becoming is never empty. It's always evolving. It's where transformation is happening. This gap is where is a transition. Is a transition. Okay, so it's already existing. Now, as we become more conscious, as we begin to understand that our choices, our actions, and our identity are connected, something naturally becomes or naturally begins to evolve. Yes? Many people are not aware of it. The majority of people are not aware of it. Yes, when you understand that our choices, our actions, our identity are truly connected, what happens is that something that always existed starts to show up. And this is our relationship with a word that has a meaning: responsibility. Many people hear the word responsibility and immediately they really feel pressure. Yes? They think, I have to do more, I have to carry more, I cannot make mistakes. Yes? But I really want to invite you all present here in these platforms. Yes? I want to invite you to see responsibility from a different perspective, because everything I say life is a perspective. So see the words, it carries an energy, yes? See it from a different perspective. Also, responsibility is really not a punishment, yes? Responsibility is really the ability to respond consciously. It's when you are aware, when you are conscious. Then this is who you are, actually responsible now. You are responsible for your life, for who you are, what you are, for your results, for the impact that you are giving in this world. Yes, this is the recognition that you have an influence. Yes, that your choices matter, that the way you show up creates an impact. And as your consciousness expands, responsibility, of course, expands with it. Yes? In the beginning, responsibility often looks like consistency. It is learning to keep promises to ourselves. It is to show up regardless. Okay. To show up regardless. Responsibility can show up like when you follow through. Responsibility, it is building trust with ourselves through our actions. Yes. This is responsibility. Yes. For example, when someone decides they want to improve their health, yes, responsibility at this level may be, in this level, it may be, I will take care of my body today. Yes. I will make choices that support my well-being. I will honor the commitment I made to myself. This is responsibility. Not responsibility to others. This is a responsibility between what you say you want and what you do and who are you being. Look, yes? Is this important? And this is where self-trust is built, as a matter of fact. Before every time when I mean, when we every time give a commitment to ourselves, when you are accountable to yourself, we can have accountability people that care about us too. Yes, you can have that accountability person that gives you guidance and everything. Yes, but when you commit something to yourself, yes, then you stay committed to yourself. You just don't say what you want to do, you do it. You do it because you are coming from that inner foundation. Yes, you are coming from the embodiment of something greater that is ready to be expressed in action. Yes. Every time you keep a commitment, what are you doing? You are creating evidence. Every time you create, you give a commitment to yourself, you promise to yourself, yes, you are creating evidence in when you make a commitment, and then you express it, you bring movement. Yes, expression through choices. Yes, and decision, and you move with the organized plan. You see what happens? You create evidence, and you are giving or reinforce something very strong within you, something that is very powerful within you. You start to relay on yourself. And this is so powerful. This is so powerful. When you relay in yourself, and you know what? When you relay in yourself, you start to observe that you also can relay on others. There will be people that it starts to support you too. Yes. Because you express different. You are in a different level of consciousness. Yes. And so when we grow, when we begin to be responsible, then we start to begin to expand, and then it moves, and everything moves from that creation. Yes, from that not just from that word, from that I know from an intellectual level, you are coming out from an inner position that is your foundation, that is being reinforced every day, adjusted, flexible. Is a question also in this path of growth, to be flexible. Yes, it's so important, and it's a great quality to be flexible. Yes, so when you are in this when you are coming from that place of conscious creation, from a place of responsibility, acceptance, from commitment, what happens is that you not only managing your own life, you are holding something bigger than yourself. Yes, because you are developing that gift that is our consciousness, and in that gift of consciousness we really receive great information, great ideas through our mental abilities. Yes, so when we follow a vision, we usually do not have all the answers, and we do not have all the answers today. Yes, we do not always see complete the path and it is okay, because all we have is today. Yes, we have to make a decision today. Yes, we do a decision even when something is really not clear. We can do that decision even if it's not clear, even if it's not certain. Yes, through the mind is not. Yes, to that logic, rational. Yes, but we have to trust. We have to understand what is happening, and then we have to trust and be very much aware, because it is already present here. It was all the time in your life, and you can see it if you allow. You can see already that great capacity in you. It's not new. It's just new when we are not aware, but it's happening all the time. Yes, in different level of awareness, of conscious awareness. So we have to adapt. Yes. And so we, in this uncertainty, in that unclarity, this is where conscious leadership begins, in that uncertainty. Yes, a leader is not someone who has not that has no uncertainty. A leader is someone who can remain connected to their vision while navigating in that uncertainty. Yes, think about anyone who has created something great. Yes, something meaningful, a business perhaps. Yes, a new way of living. Think about that person. Yes, you see, if I know, you see, this great leader that create meaningful life and a great business, a new life. Yes, it really existed in vision before the evidence was there. There was a moment where they had to believe in a possibility that was not yet visible, that really requires responsibility. Not responsibility as a pressure, responsibility as devotion. Devotion, I mean, devotion to the person you are becoming, to the values that you want to create, devotion to the life you are choosing to build. Yes. So responsibility does not actually change. The essence remains the same, but what changes the expression. The expression when expands, when your responsibility, when your consciousness really expands, then the responsibility from the expression is different, but the essence is always the same. Yes. So first, responsibility is I do what I said I do what I say I do. Is a commitment. Yes. Then it becomes I create what I have been called to create. And this is a beautiful evolution from I do what I want, what I say I want to do, and then to shift in that I create what I have been called to create. And this is a world between. Yes, this is about becoming someone who can responsibility, that carries responsibility with joy. Yes, that carry that vision, because it's that responsibility that carries the vision in reality, into reality. Yes, and that brings us to the next question. Yes? If responsibility expands with consciousness, then how does the vision involves itself? Yes? The vision involves as you involve. It's the only way. Okay? So if we understand that consciousness creates awareness, yes, and awareness allows us to choose, and responsibility allows us to move towards the vision, then we arrive at a very important understanding that the vision is not asking you to become someone else. Yes, it's not asking you to become someone else. The vision is inviting you to express more deeply who you already are. Yes. And I think this is where many people create unnecessary struggle. Sometimes we look to our visions and we think, I need to become a completely different person. I need to be more confident. I need to be more disciplined. I need to be someone else in order to achieve this. But you see, this is the journey. This is a journey of growth. And if this journey is not just about achievement, as I was telling you, this journey is about to becoming a higher version of yourself, of who you are today. And this may be in simple ways of how you express yourself. Yes, in a different way of how you express yourself. Yes. So what if this journey is about removing, what if this journey of growth, the journey of development is not about removing the blocks, yes, that are really not allowing you to see greater, yes, who you are actually today. You are already present, you're already here. And it is important that we just remove the blocks, the beliefs, the that habit that is really not serving you at this precise moment. This is the journey of we observing ourselves and removing all these blocks by observation, and then deciding to express what is ready, what is normal. Actually, it's normal, only it don't feel normal because it is something that is still, it didn't became aware. We are not being aware of this presence within us. It's already here. Yes. So as a human being, there are really infinite possibilities that are awaiting for us to be expressed. There are really so many possibilities happening. Yes, there are, you see, there are talents within you that maybe you are not aware. There maybe someone here present in these platforms, you have talents that you are not aware because you never ask yourself. You're so in that yourself putting your attention in outside to the situations in your life, circumstances that you may not still making great questions to yourself where everything begins. Yes, so I invite you to make questions about your creativity, your wisdom, yes, your ability to learn and to grow. Yes, you matter. You matter. So the vision often reveals as a part of ourselves. Yes, the vision that we receive, it reveals the parts of ourselves that is really ready to come forwards. Yes. And so let me give you again the example of that person that wants to live healthier. Yes. At the beginning, this person may think, yes, I need to become a disciplined person. But perhaps discipline is not something that they need to create from nothing. Perhaps discipline is already a part of their nature. Yes. Perhaps it was just hidden under old habits, old beliefs, or a lack of connection with themselves. Yes. So this you put to yourself. You can really reflect. This is an example, but you can put really coming out from where you at in your life. What is that you are calling to change? Yes. What is that you receive as a vision? So that skills, that quality, that talent, everything, that possibility, that potential is within you. It is within you. And you don't have to create nothing. You just have to make room, to be aware and make room. That's all. Yes. And you see, this person that wants to really live healthier, when they become more conscious, they begin to access. When they are conscious, then they begin to access parts of themselves. Yes. When we connect, we start to receive different perspectives. Yes. And there are some perspectives that we have resonance, and we say, okay, somehow this is the path, this is the decision I have to make. Yes. And so accept it, the possibilities that are showing up in your consciousness. Yes. And then translate it in your mind, through your mind. Yes. And through that inner state of mind and inner state of being, in that connection, you decide, you commit to yourself and no one else, just to yourself. And you see, when you connect then the dots, when you are connecting the dots, you start to see, I guarantee you. And so when you start to connect to yourself, what happens is they are not creating. I'm putting to yourself, you see, I'm already connecting with yourself. But through this example, what happens is they are not creating from discipline. They are expressing discipline. Yes. They are not creating self-respect. Yes. They are reconnecting with self-respect. This is very much different. You see, they are coming from that inner state. Yes. They are not creating self-respect. They are reconnecting. Yes, they are reconnecting. This is what actually the path is. The true path is. We are reconnecting over and over. And this is a very powerful shift that when you are aware of it, I know you are, and if you're not, is big time. Okay? Because when we believe we need to become someone completely new, the journey feels really like a struggle. Like we are fighting with ourselves when we believe we must be someone else. Yes? But when we understand that we are expanding an existing potential, it's a potential. It's still not power, but it's a potential. The journey becomes an expression of alignment. It's about alignment, inner state alignment. Yes, and so I was speaking all the time about healthy, a person that is want to change its life, see, to live healthier. So, but this you can apply also in business. Yes, someone who has a vision to create a bigger business or impact, I mean, it really may think, I need to become a different kind of leader. But maybe leadership is already within them. Maybe what is needed is to develop the capacity, yes, to express it more consciously, to communicate more clearly, yes, to make decisions with more confidence. And you don't need to create confidence. You recognize you are confident. Yes. You don't create confidence. Yes, you don't create confidence. You recognize you are. And then you take that responsibility to spread, to express it. Yes, to create structures to support the vision. It's important, of course it is. The vision does not just replace who we are. It reveals really who we are becoming. Yes. It reveals what is ready to grow. It reveals the vision in the flesh. Yes, it reveals who you are through expression, to action, to direction, and what you may see as achievement is only because you express it consistently. You are being refined. Yes, you are being refined. And that's why actually there is no failure. There is such thing as failure. There is just greater ways to be and do that you are experienced in each and every level. The more you go higher, the more you observe, how could I do that? Yes, it was a failure. It was not a failure. Otherwise, you would not now, in that full awareness, recognize that you are now, that you are now in the right, you made the right move. Yes, without that decision for some time ago, you could not be here. So there was not a failure. It's just an experience. It was important in the process of achievement, but actually is the being. Who you are is what you achieve. Yes. And so it really reveals where you are ready to grow. And this is why habits are so important. Identity is not created only through what we desire. Yes, identity is strengthened through what we repeatedly practice. Yes, every time we make a conscious decision aligned with our vision, we reinforce that expression through ourselves. Yes, vision is an expression, and you give it life. You give it life through your choices, through your decisions, through the responsibility, yes, that you take in that level of awareness, that you give in that place of awareness. So every time we make a conscious decision aligned with our visions, we are making the unseen visible. We are making the unseen visible. Yes, you have to be clear about that. Every time we choose courage over fear, clarity over confusion, responsibility over avoidance, we are strengthening the identity we are becoming. Yes, we are reinforcing something that is already existing in energy, in consciousness. Yes, but through that plan, through that commitment, yes, that is between you and something that is greater, existent within you. It's you are deblocking, you are making room, making space, so that ideas can flow, that you can recognize. Yes, and over time, I tell you by experience, yes, that this identity starts to become very much naturally. It starts to become natural. It don't needs perfection. I told you that. It don't needs perfection. It needs consistency. Yes, consistency. And you see, this identity starts really to become more natural, not because we are forcing ourselves to be it, but because we have consistently choosing it. We are choosing. Yes. We don't force. We choose. We allow our body to integrate it. Yes. And remain loyal, committed, and responsible, integrous to who we are and what are we here to be to do. Yes, there's an expression through action, through decisions. Yes, you choose. And from there it comes also the refinement. Yes, it's not just that we are always doing the same. We are our attention goes to in that gratitude. How can I be greater? How can I be greater? And this is important, to give the intention, not just to do because you want to do, because you want to have. Yes. And this is beautiful relationship between vision and identity. This is a really beautiful relation. Vision shows you possibilities. It's not a lie. It's truth. It's your consciousness that allows you to recognize it. Your responsibility invites you to move towards it. And it is your action that allows you to embody it. Yes? And your identity becomes then what? The bridge. Your identity becomes the bridge between that possibility and the vision. So perhaps the question is not, can I become the person who lives the vision? Can I become the person that lives this vision, or who lives this vision? Maybe the question is, what part of me is ready to be expressed through this vision? Because creation is not only about building something outside of us. It's really about the process. It's about also the process of allowing something within us to become visible. Yes? We have to trust more. I have to drink a bit. Thank you. So now as we explore, I know I'm already here for a while. I just love to be here to share. Now that we have explored consciousness, vision, responsibility, and identity, I would like to invite you to zoom out actually for a moment, because this conversation is not just only about personal success. It's about something much more bigger. It's about what makes us greater as a human being. It's not just about goals, achievement. It's about something much more greater. This is what makes us greater as a human beings. Yes? So one of the greatest gifts we have been given is consciousness. The ability, and a consciousness is really the ability to become aware, to go out of that automatically being, doing. Yes, there you become aware, and to observe ourselves. This is a great gift. Yes, we can observe ourselves. We can make questions, ask, and then there we also can start to imagine something beyond what currently exists. Yes, to learn from the past and create something new for the future. That's why we have this gift. That's why we receive this gift of consciousness. Yes? So think about this. Everything we experience in the world around us began first as an idea in someone's consciousness. Yes? Everything. A business, a piece of art, a scientific discovery. Yes? A relationship, a solution for a problem. Before something become visible, it existed as possibility within the human mind. Yes? It was first in the human mind as an idea, as a possibility. Yes? And it became visible because we turn energy into movement, vision into expression. Yes? Otherwise, it becomes really just a possibility. Otherwise, it is just potential. Otherwise, is it don't have no power. It don't have no power. It don't support the evolution of mankind, of this world. Yes, it has no power. Yes, it really allow us to participate in creation. Okay, but with this gift comes also, of course, a very important question. From which level of awareness, from which level of consciousness awareness are we creating? Because the same ability that allows to create beautiful things also asks us to become aware of the intention behind what we want to create. Are we create from fear? Are we creating from comparison? Are we creating from the need to prove something? Or are we creating from clarity, from contribution, from alignment, from a deeper understanding of who we are and what we want to bring into the world? And this is why consciousness is not only about thinking more, yes, it's about becoming more aware, more aware of the source behind our thoughts, our decisions, and our actions. Yes. So a conscious person does not simply ask, what can I create? A conscious person asks, why am I creating it? Yes. Why am I creating this? Who does this serve? What impact does this have? Because you see, every creation carries the energy and the intention of the person creating it. And I tell you, this applies to everything. It applies the way we build a business, the way we lead people, the way we care for our health, the way we communicate in relationship, the way we treat ourselves, and with that, others. Consciousness gives us the opportunity to refine, see the richness, see the prosperity, the abundance here. Imagine that. Oh my God. Yes. Consciousness gives us the opportunity to refine. Give us the opportunity to refine. Yes, feel here the depth of this, of what I am expressing, of what I am transmitting to you. You have the possibility to change every time. Every time. Yes. But we need to look at ourselves honestly, not with judgment, but with curiosity, to ask, is this expression aligned with who I want to become? And this is where human growth becomes something meaningful, beautiful, powerful, because evolution is not only about having more, it's about becoming more aware. It's not about achievement only. Achievement is the byproduct of all this that I am telling you. Yes? It's about becoming more aware, more intentional, more responsible, more connected, more capable of expressing your own potential. Yes? Every generation has the opportunity to expand what is possible. Every generation and everyone has the opportunity to expand what is possible from what seems impossible. Yes? And every individual has the opportunity to contribute that expansion through their own conscious actions. So when we speak about conscious creation, we are not only talking about achievement or achieving personal goals. Yes, we are talking about participating in the conscious evolution of human potential. Because as I was telling you, and I know you know, I know you know, consciousness is a gift. And it is a gift that meant for growth. And a gift that meant for refinement. A gift that meant for refinement. Yes, I always say that, refinement. And a gift that it meant for expansion. A gift that allows us to transform not only our lives. Yes. This gift was given not to us, to each and every one of us, not just to transform our own life, but also the way we influence the world around us. And maybe this is the deepest question that we carry within us. What becomes possible when we learn to create from a higher level of awareness? What becomes possible when we learn to create from a higher level of awareness? Stay with that question also during the week, yes? Now, I would love to invite you to pause for a moment. It has been a long way, this session, yes. I want you to pause for a moment. I want that you become aware that transformation don't happens only through listening. And so transformation happens when we take what we understand, what we heard, and allow to meet our own experience. So when we start to experiencing it, yes. So where you are right now, I would love that you close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Close your eyes for a few seconds, minutes. Take a breath, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you do again. Through your nose, you take a deep breath in, and through your mouth, you breathe out. And now I want you to connect with the vision, with your vision that is really alive within you. While you breathe, you're present. And I want you to center yourself and you pay attention in the way you breathe. Yes, through your nose, through your mouth. And you connect to your vision. Yes. And when I say I want you to connect to your vision, I'm not talking about the vision you think you should have. I am not talking about the vision that comes from comparison. I am talking about the vision that feels meaningful to you. Yes? The possibility that keeps returning over and over to your mind. The direction that continues to call your attention. And I want, while you connect it, I want to ask you some questions. Remain connected. I want to make you some questions, and actually you don't need to answer them perfectly. May not come any answer back in the moment to yourself. Maybe you don't receive the answer now, but you should make over and over, ask, claim it. Yes, claim an answer. So the first question, while you connected, okay, remain connected to your vision. The first question is, what vision is asking me to expand? What possibility in my life is vision inviting me to grow beyond my current way of being? What is opening? What is the possibility that is opening right now in your life through vision? You have received through vision, yes? Maybe it is related to your career. Maybe it is your health. Maybe it is a relationship. Maybe it is the way you want to serve and contribute. I just want you to notice what arrives in consciousness. Okay? So the second question, remain connected, breathe. And now in that quietness, you ask to yourself with curiosity, yes? Who do I need to become in order to hold this vision? What qualities does this version of me embody? Is that more courage? Is that more patience? Is that more discipline? Is that more trust? Is that more clarity? What is the quality that vision is asking you to embody right now, today? What is the version of you? And remember, this question is not about you. It's not about what is wrong with me. It's not about asking yourself what is wrong with me. Yeah, the question is not that. The question is, what capacity is ready to be developed within me? We want to become aware. Here is nothing about what is wrong or what is right. It's just really to become aware what is ready. Yes. And so the third question, what inner states do I need to strengthen? Because everything begins from within. Yes, everything begins from within. Do I need more presence? More confidence? More responsibility? More trust? More peace? Remember, this is already existing. You cannot create something that is already exists. You're just putting aside what is blocking it. Yes. So that it can be clear, more and more clear. Yes. You recognize the pattern. Yes. You recognize it. So now it's important, when you recognize the pattern, that you don't have that pattern of fear, let's say, yes, that you replace it through confidence, through courage, in some way of expression, through words and action. Yes. So, fourth question, where am I still acting from a old habit, instead of my emerging identity? See what arrives. Don't force none. It really arrives. Yes. Thinking is all about question. It's about question. You think through questions. Yes, you receive the answer. You receive the answer. Don't think you are forcing the answer. The answer comes when it has to come. Yes. So, and I want to emphasize something very important here. The question, as I told you, is not for judgments. It's really for awareness. When you stay connected in that quietness, you breathe, you center, and you make the questions. Yes. And then you let go. Yes. And you observe what is repeating in you. What is that it is showing up? What is that idea? What is that recognition, from where it comes? Yes. Awareness gives us choice. When you're not aware, we may sense we don't have a choice, but we have a choice. And if we can see a pattern, we can begin to transform our relationship with that pattern. We don't fight no more that pattern. That resistance comes from that. Yes, we don't want to see, we don't want to know. We want to know what we want for our lives, the next step, and but we don't want to go deeper. It's strength too much. Yes, actually not. If you make this a practice, it's not going to be very, very hard for you. It's just a question of you being you, to connect to yourself. Yes. And then fifth question, what is one conscious action I can take today? After you recognize the pattern, now you understand what may be behind your actions, behind your perspective, behind your decisions. Yes. Now maybe you recognize it. Yes. And so when you recognize, you don't want to come from that place, from that perspective, from that same choice. You are very much curious, and you are receptive for something new. Isn't that so? So that something new that may appear in your consciousness, in your mind. Yes, an idea. So what is that conscious action? You don't want to come from automatic thinking, automatic being, automatic doing. You want, in that consciousness, in that awareness, to really to take an expression, to take a decision, to make a decision, and to act on it. And not next month, not when everything is perfect, when everything is, in your perspective, the right moment. It's today. One decision, one conversation. You see, it's very ordinary, but it can be extraordinary. Yes, when is consistently refined. Yes, one small action that reflects the person you are becoming. Yes. You see, identity is not built in one dramatic move. It's not just from one quantum leap, yeah, from jumping from 1 to 5. Yes, identity is built through the accumulation of conscious choices that are made each and every day. Every aligned action is really a message. Every aligned message is you reinforcing identity. This is who I choose to be. You are saying this is who every choice you make in your business, in your health, in your relationships, in whatever you are creating. Yes, every choice, every refinement, every persistency and consistency in action, you are showing or saying to yourself, it's a message to yourself, this is who I choose to be. This is who I choose to be. And I want to invite you to remember something. Yes, your vision does not require you to become someone completely different, because this is not the truth. It may sense like that, yes, but it is not. Your vision is an invitation to develop the capacity to express more fully what already exists, yes, within you, that may be blocked. Yes, that's why the inner process is so important, to become aware. But once you are aware of it, yes, then shift happens, transformation happens. So take a moment and ask yourself, what is one step I can take today that honors the person that I'm becoming? What is that one step? You see, one step. You don't need 10 steps. You just need one step to make big difference, to shift something within you. Yes. And as a reflection, there is transformation. There is in your outsider world, things starts to happen, to shift. You can see that. Not just the perspective, now everyone can see it. Yes, everyone can see it. And as we come now to the end of this live session, because it was really long, but I am at home. I'm at home. I am being me, and be authentic to my purpose, to my service, to you people in these platforms. I really have the intention to awake conscious awareness within each and every person that are here, and to awake also that potential within each and every one here present. There is infinite potential within each and every one of you, and to go out of that habit and to move into vision, and from that vision, in that inner state, to be authentic, yes, and allow something new that is always existent to be expressed. Yes, and that's why I need really goals, but this is not what moves us. This achievement is a reflection of that movement. Okay, so we started with consciousness. I just want to go brief what we spoke about today. We started with consciousness, the awareness that allows us to observe. This is consciousness, to reflect and to choose. And from that consciousness, we explore vision, the possibility that calls us forward and invite us to expand. And then from vision, we explore responsibility, which is the willingness to become someone who can hold and create what we desire. Yes. And from responsibility, we explore our inner state, our choices, our behavior, our habits. And through those conscious choices, our identity begins to evolve. Because ultimately, this journey is not about reaching a destination. Yes. It is about becoming capable of carrying what we desire. And many people want a different reality, a different business, a different body, a healthy body, sorry, a deeper relationship, more meaningful experiences. And these desires are really beautiful. But the deeper question about is, who do I need to become to create and sustain that reality? This is the question. Because you see, the external world, as I was telling you, the external world is always connected with your inner world, from which you are always creating. Yes? So, and what we create from that inner world is really decisions, standards, the action that we repeatedly do or not do. Yes? The way we respond to challenge, all of these are or is shaping our identity. Yes? Your identity. So every conscious choices is a vote for that person that you are actually already, but it's being revealed through every choice, every decision. Yes, you are the blocking, you are giving space, you are allowing to be expressed. Every aligned action as an expression is an expression of vision. Yes. And this is why the greatest creation is not only when or what we build outside ourselves. The greatest creation is who we are becoming while we're creating, while we're building. And so I invite you during this week ahead, yes, I invite you to continue to observe yourself, continue asking would be great. I just can advise you to ask, to keep asking, is this choice aligned with the person that I am becoming? Does this action support my vision? Support the vision I want to bring into to the reality? Am I creating? Ask yourself. Always, but let's say during this week, ask yourself, am I creating from awareness, or I'm simply repeating what I have always done? Yes? Because conscious creation is a life process, a lifelong process. It is not something we ever going to complete, yes? It is really something that we embody. And if you really feel the connection here in this life, if you feel the connection throughout this conversation, if something really has opened some within you, if you recognize that your next level requires not only information but a deeper guidance, yes, structure and a support in developing the identity, the decisions and actions aligned with your vision, I would love to invite you to go on with this conversation. Yes, I would love to know more about where your situation, where are you in your situation, and you see, sometimes we really know so much, but the thing is, to know is not what shifts within us. Yes, we know what we want, we know what to do, and we are having the right reflections. Yes, but sometimes guidance and support, a framework can really, that someone can give you, as myself, yes, it really can support in the development of identity. Yes, I will really love to continue this conversation with you personally, and bring that vision through you is your strategy. Yes, from intention into that consistent action. And guidance is important. It is important, and I am here. If you feel connected, then you can follow follow me, and in the description box there's a link. You can connect, and we can follow through. Okay. So I want to thank you so much, TikTok. You are amazing. I love you all, and all other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Yes. Thank you so much for being here. It was very good to be here. It feels no, I am contributing with something great, and so it feels good. It feels right. And yeah, thank you so much for your openness. Thank you for the willingness to reflect this here with me. Thank you for your growth, for you allowing something greater of you to be expressed in the development of a greater world. And I want you to remember, before I leave, that vision is not only something that you are trying to achieve. Vision is also revealing the person that you are becoming. And by saying that, I want to thank you. And we see us very soon. Thank you, TikTok. And see. Okay.